Hey, Linda. Hey, Barb. Can you hear me okay? We had some issues with Google Hangouts today. Oh, you have a guy. I'm just kidding with you. You have a guy helping you with the lawn? Okay, cool. Yeah, we had Google, I don't know, Google Hangouts, and I had everything, you know. You know me. Yeah, you're not that kind of guy. I had everything all queued up, ready to go. Yeah, I hear you. It's getting dark out, so you got to do your thing. All right, which way am I doing this? I think I'm going to do it this way. This way. All right, so it's 8:58. So we're just going to give it a little time. And I'm going to light the sage while we're waiting. Whew. I'm trying to set myself on fire. No, I'm not. Let me take that back. Be right back. Okay. How you guys doing? How are you, Linda? There's some sage for you and some Palo Santo wood. Oh my God, this stuff smells so delicious. I can't even tell you how delicious it smells. Linda is doing great. Oh, that's what I like to hear. put some under my arms. All right. Okay. I don't think you can see that. Let me move the camera just a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit better. Doing great. Doing great. That's what I like to hear. You are doing great. I'm doing great too. I had a good birthday. It was quiet, uneventful. And I cleaned my apartment. I was cleaning my office, and I still have my bedroom to do, but I feel good, because the house is clean. And once it's all clean, then I'm going to sage the place. Hi, Sharon. Hi. Here's some sage for you. Here's some wood and sage at the same time. Funky 00's in the house. Sharon's in the house. Linda's in the house. Barb's in the house. Hey, hey, hey. Hi, Sharon. I'm saging you and giving you some wood. Oh, you got your sage, girl? Yay! Did you get the wood too? Did you get the one that I told you, the one that I use? Yes. Have you burned it yet? Because it smells delicious. I love this wood. I'm so happy. Yes, you burned this. You burned the wood. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Okay. We'll try it, girl. You're going to love it. It's so heavenly. It's so delicious. It's so delicious. Well, Linda won't be joining us on voice tonight because Google Hangouts is having some sort of a glitch. And I have to get matches. We'll light it on the stove. Oh, you have electric stove maybe? Smell it as it is. Smell it as if. Barb, I love that. I love you, girl. Smell it as if. Yes, electric. Okay, so you have to get some a lighter or some matches. I have gas in my house. All right, we're going to give it 2 more minutes and then we'll get started. Give 2 more minutes for everybody to get here. Log in. I don't know if that other page is still up though. It looked like it wasn't. Wanda is in the house. Hey, Wanda. Here's some sage and some sacred wood for you. Palo Santo wood and sage all at the same time. I'm getting everybody tonight. I'm getting everybody. Just coming out of a full moon and you're letting all the Wicky Wacky go, right? All of it go. So tonight we're talking, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button on your way in so you won't have to remember it on your way out. Bye-bye full moon. Yes. Hello. Hello, goodbye. Comes every month. Every month you have an opportunity 12 times a year to let some stuff go. If you remember, 12 times a year we have the opportunity to say, bye, see ya, adios, get to stepping. Whatever it is that's Wicky Wacky and you don't, want in your experience. We got 12 times for it to go. Okay, I'm just going to sit that over here and let it do what it do. All right, I don't want to set the sage on fire. There we go. And okay, so it's 9:05. We're going to get started. So long, full moon. And then there's the new moon. And that's when you bring in all the new stuff that you want, right? So it's the full moon get rid of all the Wicky Wacky. Say, you know, thank you for being here and being my test and showing me what I needed to learn. And then you get the new moon and you start fresh with something new. Well, welcome to the Indigo Room. My name is Sydney Chase. I'm your host. And I want to welcome you all, my wonderful, beautiful friends, and for another night, another episode of the Indigo Room, where we discuss all things spiritual. By that, I mean that we are non-physical spiritual beings having physical human experiences. Life is supposed to be good. It's supposed to be delicious. It's supposed to be fun, even when it's wicky wacky. And sometimes it could be wicky wacky. I'm offline. Why? I'm back. That was weird. Am I still with you guys? I think I'm still with you guys. Okay, something's going on with YouTube and Google. There's an outage. It was huge. It was like a big swath when I looked at the outage for Google. It was all like red and yellow. So let's all decide that that's not going to happen to the Indigo Room tonight. Because it's not me this time. This time it's not me. This time it is not my technology, put it that way. It's not my computer. It's not my it's not my camera. This time it's not me. So as I said, this is where we discuss all things spiritual. And sometimes things can get wicky wacky. Let's reimagine the show, Linda. Yes, let's do that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I made some kale tonight. Look at that. Kale chips. How delicious is that? I love kale chips. I could eat a whole bushel of kale when I make my kale chips. A whole bushel. I could eat 2 bushels. Back to back. Anyway, it's a great way to get iron in your body. So if you're iron deficient and you don't like kale, you know, or you want to add some iron into your body and you want to eat greens, but make kale chips. You just put them in some little grapeseed oil and put your seasoning on and then pop those suckers in the oven. Delicious snack. So tonight we are reading The Resurrection by Neville Goddard, of course. And we're doing chapter 9, and it talks about sleep. So we're doing chapter 10, which is talking about prayer. So if you haven't already done so, please hit the thumbs up button before you leave. I mean, now, so that when you leave, you could just, go home. You don't have to do anything. And if you are new to the Indigo Room, welcome. We welcome you. And thank you for being here. And as I said, before, this is where we discuss all things spiritual. And everything is spiritual in my book. Everything. So today, before we get started, we're going to tickle our amygdala. I do want to say that this show is being brought to you today by Paul Badger. Paul Badger is my friend from the UK, and he joined us in the Indigo Room back, I don't know, maybe 2008, 2007. And I was thinking about him and kept thinking about him, and I haven't seen him. He's the reason why I have Spotify right now. He told me about Spotify before anybody knew about Spotify back in the day. So every time I play Spotify, I think of Paul. And Paul, like I said, is in the UK. He turned out to be a really good friend. We communicated back and forth over these internets. And for my birthday, he sent me a delicious gift. So through PayPal. I don't even realize, I don't even know if he realized that we're back, that the Indigo Room is back, because I reached out to him because he was on my mind. And I hadn't heard from him. I haven't seen him in years. So I reached out to him a couple weeks ago, or last May 8th to be exact. And I was just, checking in, seeing how he was doing, telling him that I was thinking about him because every time I turn on Spotify, I think of Paul. And he still checked his old email, which was great because I emailed him from the old Indigo Room email. And he replied back. And so we talked, chit-chatted a little bit. I was just checking on him, seeing how he was doing. And then he sent me a birthday gift. I didn't even know he remembered my birthday. Who knew? So thank you, Paul. So this show is being brought to you by Paul. Thank you, Paul Badger. I don't even think he knows that we're back. Anyway, so I wanted to say that. And hello to the Indigo Room roomies over there in TalkShoe. Remember, I keep telling you guys that we will be leaving TalkShoe soon. So if you do want to reconnect with us, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and join us here on the Indigo Room on YouTube. And we are looking, hopefully, maybe I'll put the Indigo Room on Spotify. We'll see. Also, I want to share with you what is on my wall today before we get started. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I move the camera a little bit. I can't really zoom in, but I can move the camera just a bit. Ooh, it's a little. Okay. So let's see if I can not make crooked. There we go. There we go. If I could not make it crooked, that would be nice. So it says, when you say I cannot, you're really saying because of these, when you say you cannot do or have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you're really saying because of these conditions, I do not give myself permission to be, do, or have. So tonight we're talking about breaking the chains. And I also want to remind everyone about the birthday giveaway. It ends May 31st. I was going to say December 31st again, but May 31st, 2019. And the instructions are to either share a video of the Indigo Room, subscribe to the Indigo Room, or you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and each one of those things will give you an entry. Email me at the Indigo Room 2@gmail.com to let me know what you did. Tell me your name, and we'll give you an entry number. And the drawing is on June 1st, 2019. We're giving away the Palo Santo wood. We're giving away the Neville Resurrection book. And we're giving away a T-shirt and a salt lamp, right? Himalayan Salt Lamp. So one of those 4 prizes, one of those 4 gifts you'll receive for my birthday, because I celebrated all month. Also, I want you to all write this down if you have a pen or a piece of paper. I direct the attention of my mind toward the good I deserve. And in God, I am the God of my experience. Okay? So did we all get that? BJ Moore's in the house. She's here until 9:30 because she has a conference call. Well, welcome. So those are the reminders. Sorry. I went too fast. Okay, I'll say it again. I direct the attention of my mind. I direct the attention of my mind toward the good I deserve. I direct the attention of my mind toward the good I deserve. And the second one that I have written here is, in God, yes, I direct the attention of my mind toward the good I deserve. Thank you, Linda, for putting it in the chat. In God, I am the God of my experience. So in God, you are the God of your experience. I am the God of my experience. And the last thing that I have on my wall is, God in me is my health. So when you're starting to feel, maybe you feel like a cold might be coming on. I don't even want to put that in the universe, but put that in the atmosphere. But maybe you're starting to feel ill, or maybe you're starting to feel sickly, or whatever, you're feeling. And your body's not feeling that great. God in me is my health. So I've been doing a lot of work myself here alone, this week, because I'm off for 2 weeks. So I'm on it. God in me is my health. So we're talking about, we're going to tickle our amygdala. So let's do that before we get started. And I want you to imagine that you have the feather in your hand. Feather. This is a great way for you to use your imagination muscle. And of course, when you tickle your amygdala, it is opening up your frontal lobe, and that's where your third eye is. So it's not really opening your third eye, but it is helping you to focus in your imagination when you do this one little exercise. It seems so minute and it seems so insignificant, but it really is huge. And this is why I do it with you every week. And you can do it on your own. But it opens up your frontal lobe, lights up your frontal lobe, lights it up, and your amygdala are on either side of your head. And when they're closed, again, when they're closed, you're in that tension mode, fear, doubt, worry. You can't focus. You can't figure out stuff. You just all over the place. And this little technique, seemingly small, helps you to just relax for a minute, even if you can relax for a minute, it's great. So just relax and close your eyes right now. I got my eyes open, but I'm watching you. Close your eyes. Imagine you have the feather in your hand. And you're feeling the bristles of the feather. You're feeling the flatness of it. You're feeling the stem of the feather. And then you imagine what your feather looks like in your hand. What color is it? The texture of it? How does it feel? And mine is purple, gold, and white. And then we're going to lift the feather up to the center of our forehead and tickle your amygdala on the right. And then slide it over and tickle your amygdala on the left. And then pull your feather out. You should be smiling at least. I have a little bit of a smirk. I hope everybody had a good week. BJ Moore, it's good to see you. I hope you had a good week. Sharon, I hope you had a good week. Funk 800, Wanda, Linda, and Barb. Linda said she had a great week. So I hope everybody had a good week. I had a good week too. It was good. Good to hear from Paul. And my neighbor. Y'all don't know about my neighbor. She stopped talking to me a while back for no reason. We don't know why. She don't even know why now. But once I started doing my work on myself, she started talking to me again. And she bought me such a wonderful gift for my birthday. And bottle of wine, box of perfume, White Diamonds, and a gift card to NYC and Company. NY and Company. And I'm very excited to go shopping. So thank you, neighbor. Okay, so we're on chapter 10. And I do want to share some things with you tonight. I don't know if I'm going to play it now or if I should play it later. I think I'm going to play it now before we get started. This is from Reverend Ike. And I just want you to listen to it because I think it's very powerful. It's very good for us about what we're doing now and for health. Okay. We're talking about prayer in chapter 10, but a lot of us pray for health. A lot of us going through health issues and health challenges, or we know someone who's going through health challenges. And I just listened to this today and I thought, I want to play this tonight because it was so delicious, but I really wanted you to see it. I wanted you to see this woman and I wanted you to hear her and see her. But because Google Hangouts is not working, I can't share that with you on the video, but you can listen. So I'm going to play it for a minute.
I'm talking about the lady we call Little Mama Wilkerson. Little Mama Wilkerson, quickly come up here to the
Can y'all hear?
I want to teach you people how to program yourself for health and strength. From age to age, from birthday to birthday, if you please. We just call a little mama around here. Give her a great big hand as she comes. Just as frisky as she can be.
You should see her, little mama. She's like 80-something years old.
Now,
Mama Wilkerson, 87 years young. I taken over work when I was 12 years old and worked up till I got 87. And my dear children, last year I threw a rock at the jobs. Don't need no more, don't want no more. And I take care of one of the houses I live in. But my landlady doesn't charge me one nickel. And every week she hands me a tip. And I have everything I think I need.
Listen, little mama, I can't keep up with you after church because, I've done my thing then and I have to rest. But I understand that you go around here running races with these children and showing them how you can dash up and down.
The old ones, the young ones. And I put down my own money and they can't beat me. The presence of God is within me, and it takes care of me. That old flu grabbed me too, Reverend, but I told him to get, out.
She said that flu grabbed her. She told it to get out.
Now, if you don't live in here, you get back where you come from. I said, the doctor that sent you here is trying to get a little more money. He wants to go up a little higher. But I said, I'll be so-and-so if he gets a dime a mile. You can get it either.
God bless you, Mama Wilkerson. And I understand that and I like the way she said it. This is the way we teach people to give their age around here. You remember she said she's 87 years young.
What else could it be?
Isn't that beautiful? With the activity of her limbs, just as agile. And I'll tell you, little mama, I understand somebody had a birthday party and she just about outdanced them all.
I can out-dance anyone in here now. They want you to go there and I'll show you.
Well, now they're going to show her dancing, and that's what I wanted y'all to see because she just goes in. You see her. All right, so I'm going to turn that down. But I wanted you to hear her and I wanted you to see her because she was so powerful at that time. I don't even know if she could still be around. She could still be alive and kicking. We don't know. But you all can check out Reverend Ike, and it is How to Stop Sickness and Aging. and you can check that out. I'm going to add the link into our YouTube channel. And we have some videos listed under Reverend Ike, and it's very encouraging. And I implore you all to check out Lil Mama. Just check her out. You'll feel encouraged just like I did today. I love Reverend Ike too. Girl, what? We're going to jump into prayer, chapter 10. It's a short, very short chapter. It's like 3 pages. Donated to his son's ministry. I have as well, BJ, and that's awesome. That's awesome. Some of the things that I picked up today from listening to him today, and this goes along with what we're talking about tonight. It's just never a coincidence, you know, when I put something on to listen to for my own spirit, getting ready for the show for the evening, it inevitably is right in line with what we're going to be talking about. So one of the things that I picked up today was your feeling, your every thought registers on the subconscious level, and it works subconsciously and mostly unconsciously to affect you. And when you are saying that it's because of these conditions, you know, I don't have enough money to go somewhere, or I can't go to the movies tonight because I don't have enough. You know, we've talked about this on the Indigo Room many, many times, but I heard it differently today just because of where I am, you know, in my own work. I heard it differently today. So when you say, when you say out loud to someone, you know, maybe somebody invited you out to dinner, or maybe something's going on at work, or whatever it is. Maybe you want to buy that dress, and you think the thought, oh, I can't get that right now. Or I can't buy that right now. Or I can't go there right now because I don't have enough money. So what you're really saying is, because of these conditions, I don't have enough XYZ. 9 times out of 10, it's money. I don't have enough for whatever it is. You can fill in the blank. So what you're saying is, because of these conditions, I don't have enough. Therefore, what you're doing is not giving yourself permission to have, be, or do what you desire. So you are literally stopping that energy. You just, I can't. Okay, the subconscious says, that's right, you can't. All right. And, you know, because it doesn't go against what we believe we can have, what we believe we can do, what we believe we are, what we believe we are being. It doesn't go against that. So when you are saying that in your mind, maybe you're not even saying it out loud, you're feeling it. And that feeling comes up of lack. I can't because I don't have that. And so what you're literally saying, and that's what I have on the board, what you're literally saying is, I do not give myself permission to have, to be, to do what I really want. I'm not giving myself permission to do that. That hit me in such a way today that it was really kind of like, boom. So you're saying that I'm not giving myself permission to have the life I want, when you are thinking, being, doing, I can't, I don't have enough. You're deciding that these conditions are the reason why. So you're blaming the conditions, you're blaming the person, and maybe it's a person that you're saying, well, I can't do that because of Joe over here, he won't let me. Spirit can override anything that Joe decides, right? If you give yourself permission to be, do, and have what you desire. So tonight, that's what we're going to talk about, is breaking the habit of those thoughts of I can't or I cannot do certain things because of these conditions. You remember when I told you that my lights went out and I didn't have no money to turn them back on, and I was walking up the hill thinking to myself, well, God, you need to turn the lights back on. You need to turn the lights back on. I know you could do that. And when I came home, the lights were back on and nobody had paid the bill. So I'm just saying, there's all kinds of ways that spirit can move for you, through you. And so basically, you want to have that feeling of opulence and feeling of abundance. And that's why we use Doxy, and that's why we do these Indigo Room shows over and over, because repetition is key. Over and over and over. We're going to keep talking about it. We're going to keep doing these things. We're going to keep saying our I am statements. We're going to keep doing affirmations. We're going to keep burning our sage. We're going to keep doing it until what we speak and what we feel is what we see in our reality. And when you say you can't have a thing or anything because I don't have the money, that is an instruction to the subconscious to see to it. That is an instruction from up to the subconscious to see to it that you do not have the thing or the money. So when you say those things, when we say those things, this is like I'm preaching to myself. I'm talking to myself. When we say those things, you are giving the instruction to your subconscious. We are giving the instruction to our subconscious to not give us the money or the thing. Put that in your peace pipe, like I did today. I was like, wait, what? I had to go back. I was washing dishes and I had him on, and I'm just listening to him washing dishes because I let him play so my subconscious starts to absorb and stuff sinks in. I come back and sit down at my desk, at my table, and I was like, wait, what? What you say? I am giving instruction to the subconscious to see to it that I don't get it, the thing, or the money. Bob says, I love when I catch myself going back to default before it gets crazy again. We create new default with practice. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what is your default? Where is your default? Water seeks its own level, right? That's what I've heard, and that's what you see. Water'll be up here and it'll just slide down and seek its own level, right? So your default is that water seeking its own level. So you'll be up here in your conscious, but your subconscious has thoughts and feelings down here. And then we wonder why things don't manifest. Sydney, I'm saying my I am statements over and over and over again. I'm saying them, but nothing's working. But what are you feeling? And if you're truthful to yourself, you have to dig in there and say, what am I feeling though? Because our feelings, even though we're up here in our conscious mind and we're saying everything, we're doing everything right and everything looks great and looks wonderful, fabulous, but our subconscious, things sink down, feeling, what are we feeling? So our feelings are down here. Subconscious says, oh, she feels lackful. Let me give her that. And that's what shows up in our experience. So I did want to share that with you today. And the question that I want you all to ask yourselves as you go on through the week is, what instructions am I giving my subconscious? What instructions am I giving my imagination? What instructions am I giving to source within me, to my feelings? What instructions am I giving? And you can always tell by how you're feeling. So if you're feeling off center, you're feeling off kilter, you're feeling wicky wacky, you control your feelings. I control my feelings. My feelings don't control me. I have to remind myself that all the time. I control my feelings. My feelings do not control me. So when I remember that, I go, wait, what? Wait, okay. All right. Snap out of it, kiddo. Snap out of it. And I look in there and figure out, what am I feeling? Yeah, it also also has a lot to do with what you're thinking, but what are you feeling? And your thoughts, you control your feelings. You can change how you feel. I know people say that I can't change how I feel. That's not true. You absolutely have control to be able to change how you're feeling. And you can change how you're feeling by moving to a different thought. So if you're thinking sad, lonely, depressed thoughts, it's not always easy. It's simple. It's not easy. It is, you are able to change one thought, and then one thought leads to another thought. Just like as you're going down a hill, right? You're thinking, oh, I got to go to work today. Then you're thinking about, well, I got to ride the train. Who wants to ride the train? I hate riding the train. And then you're thinking about, oh, God, on all those people, it's always so crowded. And then you're thinking about somebody, I hope somebody doesn't sit next to me that stinks this morning. I hope somebody washed. Then you're thinking about, oh, my God, this train is so disgusting. It's so nasty. Then you get off the train and you step in a puddle of mud or water. And then you go, oh, my God, I stepped in a puddle of water. This day is going to be horrible. It started out with you one thought. I don't want to go to work today. So you could say that one thought and say, I don't want to go to work today, and then kick it into something different. Well, I'm glad I have a job that provides me with money so that I can pay for my bills, so that I can pay for my home, so that I can buy dog treats, so that I can buy clothes, so that I can buy lunch, so that I can buy food, so that I can go out with my friends. And I like going out with my friends. Oh, my friends are so much fun. I enjoy them. Oh, when are we going out next time? I think I'll remember the last time we... Totally different thoughts, totally different feelings. So that's how you can move through things. Linda said, powerful. Agreed, Barb. Funky 00. Linda says, I remember back in the day, we talked about how to change your thought. We talked about saying the Lord's Prayer or repeating an I am statement. Exactly. You're exactly right, Linda. Sometimes, like, I was talking to someone the other day, and they were talking about how they were having a hard time sleeping. And I said, you know what I do when I can't sleep, or when I got crazy thoughts going on in my mind? I say the Lord's Prayer over and over. It knocks me right the hell out. Knocks the hellish thoughts right out of me. Woo! Next thing I know, it's 6 a.m. I got to get up to go to work. Over and over and over, or an I am statement over and over and over. This is how you change the trajectory of your thoughts. That's how you change the way that your thoughts are moving. And once you start to do that, you start to feel better. And once you start to feel better, that's what sinks down into your subconscious. And of course, drifting off to sleep, which is what we're getting ready to talk about right now, drifting off to sleep in that reverie state. Sharon says, Linda, I do the same thing about saying the Lord's Prayer. Yes, you do, Sharon. So I encourage you all to really, if you're not saying your I am statements, or you can't find something, find one that you can memorize. Find something that you can memorize for yourself and use it over and over and over until you get to a place where you can at least start to take that one thought and attach a new thought to it, right? A better feeling thought to it. I encourage you all to do that. So tonight we're reading chapter 10, which is prayer. And prayer, it's on page 59. It's 2 pages tonight. 2.5 pages. And it says, prayer, like sleep, is also an entrance into the subconscious. When you pray, enter into your closet. Melatonin and the Lord's Prayer, Funky 00 says. All right now. My son loves melatonin. Melatonin knocks me right out. So I can't, I don't take it because it makes me too groggy in the morning. But when I'm home, and if I'm home, and I don't have to go to work in the morning, then I'll use it if I can't sleep. But I haven't had the problem of not being able to sleep in a long time. Prayer, like sleep, is also an entrance into the subconscious. When you pray, enter into your closet, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father which is in secret, and your Father which is in secret shall reward you openly. Prayer is an illusion of sleep, which diminishes the impression of the outer world and renders the mind more receptive to suggestion from within. This is why sleep is so delicious, Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey said that rich people, don't sleep 8 hours a day. All right, whatever. But I'm getting my sleep. That's all I know. I'm going to it like a lover at night, and I'm happy to join my sleep partner and give my sleep partner, which is my subconscious, give it all the instruction that I can. I enjoy sleep, and my sleep is gonna make me rich. Just saying. It all depends on what you're doing when you're sleeping. The mind in prayer is in a state of relaxation and receptivity akin to the feeling attained just before dropping off to sleep. Prayer is not so much what you ask for as how you prepare for its reception. Remember, I think I said this last week. Oh no, I might have posted it on Instagram. You have to act like you would act once the answer comes. You have to feel like you would feel once the answer comes. You have to do like you would do once the answer comes. So whatever the answer is for you, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in your experience, you have to get in that feelingness of already done. You have to get in that feelingness of, how would I feel once it's already done? How would I be behaving once it's already done? If it was already done, would you be saying, well, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know. I hope so. No, you would have a surety about yourself because it's here. So it's not like I'm sitting with this glass going, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to hold that glass again. You'd be like, Sydney, you're holding it right now. Well, I hope I can hold the glass. You'd be like, Sydney, the glass is in your hand. I pray and pray and pray that I could hold this glass again. Sydney, the glass is in your hand. That's how you have to be in your imagination. That's how you have to be feeling as if it's already done. It's already in your hand. Take on the tones of reality. So whatsoever things you desire when you pray, believe that ye have received them and ye shall have them. Believe that you have received them, not believe that they're coming, not believe that next week I'll have it. It says, whatsoever things you desire, and desire is a gift from God, right? Whatsoever you desire or want or ask or decide to have, the gift that God's given you, desire, when you pray, you're not asking for it, right? Because when you pray, you have to believe that you have received it. That's past tense. You have to believe that you received it already. And you shall have it. So you have to call things that are not seen to be seen. So you're calling forth the unseen. as if it was seen already. And it is seen. It's seen in your imagination. Point blank, period. Period, as my niece would say. So it's not, it's what is received, right? It's received. It's already given. It's not, you're going to have it when you pray that you're going to get it. Pray that you might have it. Pray. No, it says pray as if you have received it. The only condition required is that you believe that your prayer is already realized. That's the only condition. You don't have to go out and prostrate yourself on the ground, lay with yourself naked. You don't have to get on your knees in gravel so that you bleed. You don't have to beat yourself. You don't have to do any of the things that many times people associate with prayer. You don't have to have power beads. You don't have to do the Holy Rosary. I mean, you can do all those things if you want. It's not necessary. Your prayer must be answered if you assume the feeling that would be yours were you already in possession of your objective. So assume the feeling that would be yours if the answer already showed up, right? I have the glass in my hand. I just have to assume that feeling. Oh, I'm so happy I got this glass, girl. Woo. Boy, I'm so happy I got this glass. That's what you have to be like. And that's why it's so easy to manifest a cup of coffee. Because you really have you just get excited. You go, oh, I'm going to manifest a cup of coffee. That's one of the first things that people teach about manifestation. Manifest a cup of coffee. So easy to do. But it's those big things that we think are big and huge that we feel like, oh my God, I can't do that. God's never going to give that to me. I'm not worthy. I'm not like, you're worthy for a cup of coffee, then you're worthy for $1 million. It's the same energy. It's just different forms. So we all have to get into our imagination and our feeling process and change those feelings of unworthiness and change those feelings of, I don't deserve this. Yes, you do. You deserve it. You deserve it. I deserve it. Paul deserves it. Sharon deserves it. Linda deserves it. Barb deserves it. BJ Moore deserves it. Funk 800 deserves it. Wanda deserves it. We all deserve it. Everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice deserves it. People outside that are listening, who knows, standing underneath my window, they deserve it too. You just got to know and believe that you can receive what you have conceived within. The moment you accept that the wish is an accomplished fact, the subconscious, not you, finds means for its realizations. A bridge of incidents will be created so that you can move from point A to point B to point C to point D. And there, oh look, there's the glass. But we forget that we asked for that. We forget that we did the work in our imagination, and stuff shows up and it seems like it's out of the blue, and you go like, I just cannot believe it. Better stop saying I can't believe it either. Because just as quickly as you saying I can't believe it, whoop, oh, really? You can't believe it? Subconscious says, listen, you did all this work and now you can't believe it? All right, gone. So the perfectly disciplined man or woman is always in tune with the wish as an accomplished fact. A fact. He or she knows that the consciousness is the one and only reality, that ideas and feelings are facts. Ideas and feelings are facts. It's not nonfiction. Everything, ideas and feelings are facts. Ideas and feelings are facts. You should write that down so you remember. Ideas and feelings are facts. Real talk right there. Of the consciousness and are as real as objects in space. So my ideas, my feelings are as real as this glass. Because everything that we're experiencing right now was first created in somebody's imagination to begin with. to begin with. Therefore, he never entertains or she never entertains a feeling which does not contribute to his or her happiness, for feelings are the causes of the actions and circumstances of our lives. Our feelings are the causes of the actions and circumstances of our life. Have you ever just not felt like going anywhere? I don't feel like going. What happens when you don't feel like going someplace? Hey, Jack Snack Bar. Yes, it's Aunt Jemima. How you doing? Welcome to the Indigo Room. It's nice to have you here. Have you ever thought about not going someplace and you don't want to go someplace and you're feeling like, I don't feel like going? Right? So what happens? You don't go. Hi, Big Bama 56 Jr. You just don't go. So the feeling created the action, right? I don't feel like going. I'm not going. So when you feel like going somewhere and you're ready to go somewhere, then you go someplace. So your feelings and your feelings create the actions and circumstances of our lives. That's what Neville is saying. On the other hand, the undisciplined man finds it difficult to believe that which is denied by the senses, and usually accepts, hey, Rain, and usually accepts or rejects solely on appearances of the senses. Can we get Noose up out of here? Thank you. Where are we going? What are you talking about? You have a noose in your as your avatar. Oh boy, I don't know what's going on tonight. On the other hand, the undisciplined man finds it difficult to believe that which is denied by the senses. Thank you, Linda. And usually accepts or rejects solely on appearances of the senses. Okay, Noose. Because of this tendency to rely on the evidence of the senses, it is necessary to shut them out before starting to pray, before attempting to feel that which they deny. Whenever you are in the state of mind, I should like to, but I cannot, the harder you try, the less you are able to yield to the wish. You never attract that which you want, but always attract that which you are conscious of being. So, hey, Gary, how you doing? Hey, Rain. Rain's in the house too. Prayer is the art of assuming the feeling of being and having that which you want. When the senses confirm the absence of your wish, all conscious effort to counteract this suggestion is futile and tends to intensify the suggestion. So if you are not feeling, I don't know, you're not feeling good, right? You're not feeling happy. You're feeling lackful. You're not feeling abundant. And you are trying to force the feeling of abundance by just saying, I feel abundant. I feel abundant. But deep down inside, you know you're not feeling abundant. You're feeling lackful. You know you feel broke. You know you don't feel like you have any money. So when you try to force it, it only solidifies in your mind, again, that I feel broke. However, if you use one thought at a time and move from one thought to the next thought, small steps, then you'll start to feel, okay, I'm abundant. You could feel like, okay, well, you know what? I do have enough money to get to work. I do have enough money for lunch. I do have some of a savings in the bank. Okay, all right. I do have enough money to go out to dinner with my friends tonight. Okay, I do have a job. I do get paid every week. I do feel, and then you start to feel differently. But if you just try to jump the shark from one thought to the next, I have $1 million. I feel great because I have $1 million. Well, if you're forcing that thought into your mind, you're just going to solidify the fact that you're broke. So it's easier to move from thought to thought to thought than to jump from one lackful feeling thought to now I'm a billionaire. Right? That doesn't really make sense. Gary says, feel for the realness. Yes, feel for the realness. Feel for the realness. Just figure out what feels good. What can you look around in your own experience that you can be thankful and grateful for? Just look around. There's plenty of things that you can feel thankful and grateful for in your own experience. Barb, feeling it real. Right. Feeling it real. Exactly. Prayer is the art of assuming the feeling of being and having that which you want. When senses confirm, I already read that, sorry. Prayer is the art of yielding to the wish and not the forcing of the wish. Whenever you're feeling in conflict with your wish, feeling will be the victor. So whatever dominant feeling that you're feeling, that will be the dominant feeling that you experience. That will be the thing that you experience in your reality, whatever the dominant feeling is. Period. That's just how it works. The dominant feeling inevitably expresses itself. Prayer must be without effort. In attempting to fix an attitude of mind which is denied by the senses, effort is fatal. To yield successfully to the wish as an accomplished fact, you must create a passive state akin to sleep, a kind of reverie or a meditative reflection similar to the feeling which precedes sleep. So what does reverie mean? Does anybody know? Without looking at Google, what is the definition of reverie? I'll give you a moment to think about it. Rain says, gotcha. Many things to be grateful for without forcing it. Yes, there's tons of things that we all could be grateful for. Tons. I could just look on my desk right now, on my table right now, and see so many things that I'm grateful for. Hell, I'm grateful for Scotch tape. Whoever created this, whoever put this in their mind, thank you. Right? There's so many things that you can be thankful for. I'm thankful for my pen, my phone, this book, you guys. There's so many things that you could be thankful for. So do you know what the description of reverie is? I wrote it down. I'm going to tell you. Reverie is a state of being pleasantly lost in one's thoughts or daydream. So what Neville is saying is to yield successfully to the wish as an accomplished fact, you must create a passive state, a kind of reverie, which is being pleasantly lost in one's thoughts or daydream, which similar to the feeling which precedes sleep. In such a relaxed state of mind, the mind is turned from the outer world and easily senses the reality of the subjective state. It is a state in which you are conscious and quite able to move or open your eyes, but you have no desire to do so. An easy way to create this passive state is to relax in a comfortable chair or in a bed. If on a bed, lay flat on your back with your head on a level with your body. Close the eyes and imagine that you are sleepy. Feel, I am sleepy. So sleepy, so very sleepy. In a little while, a faraway feeling accompanied by a general lassitude and loss of all desire to move envelops you. You feel a pleasant, comfortable rest and not inclined to alter your position, although other circumstances you would not be at all comfortable. When the passive state is reached, now you're not knocked out yet. You're just in that like twilight, drifting off. You're not really asleep, but that's the feeling that you get right before you drift off to sleep. Right? That's why I like doing it sitting up though. Because if I do it laying down, I'm gone. I'm a goner. I'm going to sleep. So I like to do that before I lay down flat so that I don't fall asleep right away, because I want to get into that. I want to get into that reverie state. I want to get into that emotion and feeling state, that sleepy state that's akin to sleep, but it's not quite sleep. When the passive state is reached, imagine that you have realized your desire. Not how it was realized. Not all of the who's going to do it, who's going to bring it to you, who's going to show up, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, who's going to do it, what, no, none of that's not your work. That's not your job. Your job is not to figure out the how. But you simply allow yourself to see and feel the wish fulfilled, the desire fulfilled, the end, whatever that is that you're trying to manifest, whatever it is that you're trying to create, you go to the end. How would you be feeling once the dream is realized? What would you be doing once the dream is realized? Who would you be talking to once the dream is realized? Would you be happy? Would you make a phone call? Well, do that phone call. Call that friend in your imagination. What would you see? Is it cold? Is it winter? Is it summer? Is it fall? What does it feel like? What does the air feel like? What does the temperature of the room feel like? Are you in that room, or are you someplace else? Are you in that same room once the dream is realized, or are you someplace else? Are you going on a trip? Are you on the ship? Then you would feel the breeze of the wind as the ship is moving through the water. You would feel the salt air. It would feel differently than what you're literally feeling while you're sitting in your chair. That is living in the end. Would you be on a plane? I don't know. Would you be in a different country? A different city? So that is living in the end. That is why we do tickle our amygdala. That's why we tickle our amygdala and imagine the feather, because it gets you in that state of imagining. So he says thoughts produce tiny little speech movements, which may be heard in the passive state of prayer as pronouncements from without. However, this degree of passivity is not essential to the realization of your prayers. All that is necessary is to create a passive state and feel the wish fulfilled. All you can possibly need or desire is already yours. You need no helper to give it to you. It is yours now. Call your desires into being by imagining and feeling your wish fulfilled. As the end is accepted and you become totally indifferent as to possible failure, for acceptance of the end wills the means to the end. So again, if you get to the end and you live in the end, acceptance of the end. Now, if you can't accept the end, then, you're going to have to think of something else. You're going to have to feel something else, something that you can accept. Okay? But I say, get into the feeling of allowing yourself to accept bigger things. You cannot do the things that you've never done if you keep doing the things that that you've done already. You can't have bigness. You can't have the dreams that you've never had before if you keep small and if you keep dreaming small. Source, your subconscious will always give you what you are, period, point blank. It will always give you what you are. So if you are feeling lackful, that's what you will experience in your reality. More lack. You just be grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. And that's not what you're here to do. That's not what any of us is here to do. That's not what I'm here to do. That's not how I'm rolling. As the end is accepted, you totally become indifferent as to possible failure, for acceptance of the end wills the means to that end. When you emerge from the moment of prayer, it is as though you were shown the happy and successful end of a play, although you were not shown how that end was achieved. However, having witnessed the end, regardless of any anticlimactic sequence, you remain calm and secure in the knowledge that the end has perfectly defined. The end has been perfectly defined. And that is the end of chapter 10, which is The Resurrection by Neville Goddard. So how do you guys feel about that? Noose, Gary, Barb, Linda, Sharon. And we still together? We're still here? Did I lose you? You're sitting with it. Okay. All right. Well, I do want to just say again for the question that you should be asking yourself this week, and the question that you should be asking yourself all the time is, what instructions am I giving to my subconscious? What instructions am I giving to my subconscious? All day long, we're giving orders to our subconscious. All day long, we're thinking things. We're thinking, I can't do this, I can't have that, I can't go here, I can't be this, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve. All day long. So those are instructions that we're given. Change your instructions, change your feeling, change your reality, change your experience. Funky Double Sarah says, looking forward to practicing this all week. Rain said it hit home. Gary says, it's good and taking it in. Barb, love it. I know that when I get into that passive state, it goes smoothly. Absolutely. And when you control your feelings. That's right, Linda. And my feelings don't control me. I control my feelings. I'm the boss. I'll pay the cost to be the boss. I control my feelings. My feelings don't control me. Your feelings don't rule you. It feels like that sometimes, but you control your feelings. You have the ability to control your feelings. And it's high time that we all start controlling our feelings and getting in there and controlling them. Bob said, I'm the boss of me. That's right. I'm the boss of me. Did I miss somebody? Let me think. Let me look. Oh, Rain said, and I'm in total agreement. I'm in total agreement. I totally get it. Okay, good. I got everybody. Where's Wanda? Wanda, where you at? I know BJ had said she was only going to be here for a little while. Okay, so that's it for this week. So you want to get into the, sleepy state tonight. Don't go to sleep yet. Even if you do it sit on the edge of your bed, or, sit up in your bed with your back up, against the wall. You could be in your bed and just sit up and then get into that reverie, get into that feeling, the sleepy state, akin to sleep. Almost. You're not quite sleeping, but just get into that feeling state, right? Get into that imaginative state and go to the end. Live in the end. It's already doneness. Go to the end. Don't try to take it from point A to point B to, C to E, F, G, and then, no. Just go to the end. You want to go to Paris? I don't know. You want to go to Texas? You want to go to the end of it and live there. Sharon says, I can't wait to try this. I cannot wait to try this. Yeah. All right. So remember, the birthday giveaway is going on from now until May 31st. And that is, again, if you subscribe to the Indigo Room, and or you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or you share a video. So you can do all of those things, and it'll get you an entry. It gets you more entries if you do all of those things. If you do one of those things, it'll get you one entry. And you email me at the Indigo Room at indigoroom2@gmail.com. Let me know what you did. And if you shared the video, I need a screenshot of it because, I trust you, but, I want to see it. And then I'll give you your entry number. And the drawing is on June 1st, 2019. We're giving away the Neville book, Resurrection. We're giving away the Himalayan Salt Lamp. We're giving away an Indigo Room T-shirt, and we're giving away the Sage and Palo Santo wood. So you have a chance to win one of those delicious, fun gifts if you want to play. That's my giveaway for my birthday to you guys. All right. G Fabre's in the house. Yes, you're late, but that's okay. We're glad to see you. We're getting ready to roll out of here now. So make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell for new content so that you know when we're getting ready to go live or when I've uploaded new content. I'm home for 2 weeks. Well, now it's a little less than 2 weeks, but I've been home. So I'm going to be busy making videos and uploading. And if you want those things, if you want to check that out, you got to make sure you ring the bell so that you get new notifications of new content that I put up. And I thank you for joining me. I was so happy to be here with you all tonight. And thank you for all the birthday wishes that everybody sent me. I love you all. It was a wonderful, happy birthday. And yeah, let's just get crack-a-lacking. And what I missed, you missed it all, man. You're gonna have to listen to the replay. So there was one more thing I wanted to share with you. I can't remember now. All right, well, I'll probably put it in a video, I guess. But Linda's back home, so welcome home, Linda. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Remember that you are source energy right here in a physical body. Yep, that's you. You can be, do, and have anything that you desire. Remember, it's not being extraordinary. Oh, you're magnificent too. But remember, it's not being extraordinary. It's your extraordinariness that makes you unique. It's not being extraordinary that makes you unique. It's your uniqueness that makes you extraordinary. I said that all backwards. I'll see you on Sunday. We'll be here at 11:30 a.m. And if there's a topic you want to discuss, the question of the day, send an email to the indigoroom2@gmail.com, and maybe we'll talk about it. But we'll be here live at 11:30 on Sunday, 11:30 Eastern time. I think that is 8:30 on Pacific time. So I'll see you then. Love you all. Thank you for a great night. Bye. Have a great rest of your week. See you later. Oh, and everything about the contest is in the description below. Just make sure if you want to check it out, it's in the description below. Not the contest, but the giveaway is in the description below, right down there. Just go click the links and, it's all there. Bye. Bye.